All right, Paul. Good to see you, and looking forward to our chat tomorrow. This is going to be my attempt at getting a quick framework. Bleh. Sorry, I'm choking. And then you can see that I have my sketchbook ready and try to tell you. Basically, you have figuring out like the different ways of the strategy, and I love the image of your climbing the mountain. But I think there's also one image that you want to take a look at is in this journey around, like it doesn't go smoothly. It goes like up and down like this. But right now you're going toward this direction, right? You have your people, you're the leader, and then you're following, you have a couple following, and they would be maybe Kiwi and other people along the side, right? And you're taking them around this way. Now, when you go over here, you're stating like, okay, this is point A and this is point Z, right? And there's a lot of many points, right? And the points are sort of looking at like this is like, okay, you're climbing on a mountain, but problem is you may not know what are the problem that you'll be hitting at that moment in time. So I think the most important thing is you consider this is like a fog. Is this better? Okay. Maybe this is like a fog, like you can't really see what's up and coming. Now, this is the real testimonial of humanity at these stages when it's the the outcome. Outcome is always like ka-ching, like awesome. It's like a lot of money and everyone's happy. Yeah, that's all great. That sounded great. That's good incentive. I think the only thing that you have to think about is the real testimonial of uncertainty. So this is the unknown, uncertainty, and then doubts. So I think you want to break it down into a quadrant, okay? And to figure out you as a leader, and then whoever you're talking to along this journey, what quadrants are they in, all right? And the quadrants are, you could think about in terms of how much do they believe in and how much do they know the kind of workflow and the kind of resources that they can get in. Like, is it really hard to do it? It's like this is middle, this is like super hard, this is like normal, right? On the technicality side of it and the resources side, so this is like the high-end technicality, and then requires a lot of resources. For instance, this is not a lot of resources. So with all of these, like, where do you think they fit in a way? Meaning, like, you may think that the direction we're going is great and we can get there through a lot of hard work, but they're the one executing. They may think on their back heads like, dude, this is impossible. But they'll not say it. They'll just run it on the back of their head, and they're just nod their head. Oh yeah, sure, we'll give it a try. But they're really doubtful about it. So it's trying to figure out like some sort of quadrant, and please excuse that this is not the right quadrant, but I think you need to figure out the kind of framework that will be better utilized for you to discuss about when you're hitting this, because the next couple months, like, everyone thinks it's doable, but like it's matter of like when you get to the uncertainty and the unknown, or the resources that the whole team doesn't have yet to get to Z. How do you go about it, and what are the tasks, what are the responsibility for everyone, that they have to fight to get there, and it's not just by learning on the go, but it's like you gotta make sure you execute on it, and that's the real test, because this is if you're doing exit strategy, it's like a startup, like you need to execute on it. So yeah, basically I think this is all great. The only thing missing is like make sure you discuss with them on where they think the hard points are, and their uncertainty and their doubt. So sort of finding out their uncertainty, their insecurity, their doubts, their belief, where they feel they're at. I think when you have all this like figure out, then it's like it will be a lot easier to know like where you're at versus where they're at in terms of acknowledgement and also belief system and also like direction. Now you guys align in many ways. Like if they're in like if you're in this quadrant and they're in this quadrant or this quadrant, you know, then there will be a problem, right? So using this framework to know where in each of these phases where they are versus where you're at, and try to bring in closer to you and talk about the differences between you and them, I think is the key to make sure like, okay, we all agree that there will always be some differences, which is fine, but like where we're going, which one is like a better way that all of us feel more aligned with. I think that's where you will like not make decisions just on your own, but you bring your whole team with you so that you come up with a collective voice or collective aligned direction. All right, hopefully this helped.